What is going on, everyone? I hope you are all having a fantastic day. So, anyone who knows me and has been around the channel knows that I absolutely love SoFi and personally use it for my banking, despite having reviewed like 40 different banks here on the channel. So, as someone who talks about this platform a lot, today I want to talk about some huge updates and changes that are coming to the SoFi platform or have already arrived, including some awesome new features that really take this platform up another notch in my opinion, and even the ability to now invest in SoFi as a company, which is pretty cool if you ask me. So if you want a full update, then let's jump right into it. So first, let's start off with what I think is really exciting news, which is the fact that SoFi is going public on the stock market, and then we'll get into some of those awesome new features and changes that I think you are all really going to like. However, I totally understand that not everyone is interested in investing in SoFi, so if you just care about the new features, then that is completely fine, and you can just skip to this timestamp in the video, because I don't want to waste any of your time. Alright, so for those of you who believe in SoFi as a company, like I do, then you are probably interested to learn that social finance, which we refer to as SoFi, is finally moving out of the private sector and will be going public on the stock market. Now, this is not happening in the traditional sense, meaning you won't be able to go and buy ticker symbol SoFi, because they're actually going public through what's called a Special Purpose Acquisitions Company, or SPAC. Now, I am not going to bore you to death with how all of this works, because honestly, who cares? But long story short, SoFi is essentially merging with an SPAC known as Social Capital, who valued SoFi at $8.65 billion. So while this is absolutely 100% not investing advice, and I'm just sharing this information with you, if you do love the SoFi platform and you're interested in investing in it, then I'll be sure to link to the full article and interview from CNBC, where you can get all of that detailed information that would probably be way too boring to talk about in this video. Okay, so while I'm sure the excitement of being able to invest in SoFi is a lot to handle, I also want to talk about some awesome new features that they have recently added to the platform or will be adding in the near future that I think a lot of you are really going to find useful. I will first mention that if you are not familiar at all with the SoFi platform, then you should definitely check out my full review on this platform, and if you do want to open a SoFi Money account, then I will leave a link down in the description below where you can sign up and fund that account and get $50 for free when you open that account. So that's pretty cool, and you might as well get some free money, and you'll help support my channel, which I always appreciate. Okay, so what's up with these new features? Well, first of all, SoFi recently announced via an email to their members that they will be adding the green dot reload system to their long list of features, meaning you are now able, finally, to deposit cash at certain retail locations right into your SoFi Money account. Now, if you're not familiar with the green dot reload system and how this works, basically you can go to a wide variety of over 90,000 retail locations, including places like CVS and Walgreens, and actually deposit cash at the store's register, and that goes directly into your SoFi Money account. And this is a really innovative solution to the inherent issue with these mobile banks, which is the fact that they don't have physical brick and mortar locations that you can go to and deposit cash. Another exciting new feature is what SoFi is calling overdraft coverage, which is basically their version of overdraft protection that we've seen from many competitors. If you've ever had an account with a more traditional national bank like, I don't know, Wells Fargo, then maybe at some point you probably discovered that you were charged a ridiculous $35 overdraft fee for just the courtesy of the bank moving money from your savings account into your checking account. And in my opinion, I absolutely hate those kind of overdraft and banking fees in general. And really, the place that these mobile banks made a name for themselves was by getting rid of all of those kinds of ridiculous fees. And that's kind of become an expectation with these mobile banks. So up until now, if you spent too much money and it wasn't in your SoFi Money account, then that transaction would have just been denied and you would have been out of luck. But with the addition of this new no-fee overdraft coverage, eligible SoFi customers are now able to get up to $50 worth of overdraft coverage right through your SoFi Money account without that transaction being denied. Now, considering this is a hybrid account, if you are drawing your total account balance that low to the point where they need to spot you $50, then there's probably some other financial conversations that you will need to have with yourself. Now, this isn't currently available to everyone automatically, but if you do receive at least $1,000 $100 per month in direct deposits into your SoFi Money account, then you will automatically qualify for this new feature and be enrolled in this overdraft coverage. And if you haven't yet set up direct deposit with SoFi, they're actually currently giving you an additional $100 free bonus when you do that. So whether you are just opening up your SoFi Money account or you're an existing customer who hasn't yet set up direct deposit, I would definitely recommend going ahead and doing that because you're going to get access to this overdraft coverage feature. Plus, you're also going to get $100 for free, which is pretty cool if you ask me. They also just added a new quick menus tool, which isn't anything crazy, but if you press and hold the SoFi icon on the screen, it now gives you a number of different menu options without you even having to open up the app itself. For example, you can trade stock, send money to a friend, transfer money to a different account, or take a look at your Relays account, which is the budgeting tool through SoFi. And this is a great tool in my opinion because without even having to open the app and navigate through those different menus, you can just click on send money, for example, and you can immediately be taken right to the send money tab where you can send money to a friend or request money as well. So again, not a huge change and probably something that most of us will completely forget about, but it is a new feature that I wanted to mention as well. Beyond that, the last major change to the overall SoFi platform is the new IPO feature that now allows eligible SoFi Invest customers to invest in the IPO of certain companies, which is the initial public offering. So now, if a company that you've had your eye on for a while is going public on the stock market, you can invest in their IPO instead of having to wait for that company to be fully listed on the markets. Outside of that, there's also been a few minor changes to the SoFi credit card, and specifically the way in which you redeem your points. If you've had the SoFi credit card for a little while, then you might remember that when you went to redeem your points, you would actually be given a 2x multiplier on the points that you earned, and that's how you got that 2% cash back on your purchases. But that got really confusing for a lot of people, myself included, because it was a little unclear how much each point was actually worth, and considering this was a brand new credit card, I think SoFi themselves was still actually learning and figuring out how to structure this 2% back. So now they have simplified the entire interface, and now when you go to redeem your points, it is simply going to give you the different options, such as redeeming it into your SoFi Money account, putting it directly towards your SoFi credit card balance, or even redeeming it for fractional shares into your SoFi Invest account. And it tells you how much cash back you are going to earn per 100 points. So basically, instead of giving you 1 point per dollar that you spend on the SoFi credit card and then doing the whole 2x multiplier thing and all of that confusion, they now just give you 2 points per dollar right away, and that makes the entire process a lot easier when it comes to redeeming those points. But other than that, everything has stayed pretty much the same with the SoFi credit card, and this is a fantastic option that I highly recommend you check out. So if you do want some more in-depth information on the SoFi credit card, then definitely check out the 2 full videos that I have done on this credit card. So I know this wasn't anything too crazy, but I think these are some really important changes to the SoFi platform that take it to the next level and allow it to stay ahead of the competition in many ways, and also help it catch up in a lot of areas where they have been lacking in the past. I would love to hear what you think of all of these changes down in the comment section below, and if you think you will use any of these new features with the SoFi platform. And I'd also love to know if you plan on investing in SoFi once it does go public through that SPAC merger, and why you personally see potential in SoFi as a company going forward. Remember to get your free $50 when you open and fund a SoFi Money account, and as always, if you did get value out of this content and you want to help support me, it would mean a lot to me if you would hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with someone who you think would get value out of this content as well. And as always, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to watch my video. I seriously do appreciate that so much. Take it easy, and I'll see you in the next one.